Wake Up with Jim and Saab is exclusively on Spotify.
If you want to start your own podcast, check out anchor.fm. And if you like the podcast, make sure to follow on Spotify.
Also, share your stories
And
tag us on at Wake Up with Jim and Saab on Instagram and at ano ba?
Di ko alam.
Anyway, ito na yung show. Welcome to Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast.
Piyok yarn.
We are Jim and Saab, and this is a podcast where we create a part one of something and never follow through with it. This is a podcast where we're going to talk about how to behave if you're the bride and groom. Tips on organizing and planning a wedding.
Yeah. The part one of this was called Wedding Masterclass. Recorded like 3 years ago.
Yeah. So
Maybe 2.
But what we're going to do, in light of my recent rants, we're going to do a do's and don'ts, more don'ts on planning your wedding. If you don't have a wedding to plan in the near future, okay lang. Para lang at least mapayo nyo yung mga friends nyo.
Mm-hmm.
Diba?
I think disclaimer would be this is just our personal don'ts.
Also, this is a public apology to
all the cousins who ever danced.
So now you know that I am angry. I have a thing about because.
Backstory for those who haven't heard your rants.
Okay, backstory. I've been ranting in the past two episodes. Kahit wala siyang connection, about weddings, not just weddings, anniversaries, birthday parties. Na the video is prepared by a group of people who are not the star of the show, pero feel like, oh, this is an opportunity na kami ang magiging star of the show. Yun naman yung point of the dancing cousins eh.
Okay.
Gets mo?
Uh-huh.
So again, it's
iba ba kung video sa live? Iba ba yun?
Pareho lang.
Pareho lang ganun.
Because you're forcing people to watch something that maybe the celebrant, lalo na if it's a surprise, and it's like puro inside. Okay, specific example. Bride and groom have a wedding. Okay, cousins come out. Oh my God, may surprise video kami. They play a video of 10 cousins dancing an inside joke na walang kinalaman yung bride.
Lalo na if it's a very long video.
Yeah, let's say it's like a 10-minute video na of these cousins dancing and making all these inside jokes. For me, sa ganyan, do it at the bachelor party. Mm-hmm. Diba? If it's for the bride, do it at the bachelorette party. Parang, no one cares.
But what nga if the bride and groom would be happy with
that's
this?
Why nga pag ganun, it's fine. If the bride and groom are close with the cousins, it's a joint joke. You know, like, oh man, nag-connect talaga tayo sa Backstreet Boys. So, they're gonna dance Backstreet Boys to make the bride and groom happy.
Okay.
Pero kung wari ganyan, yung groom lang, hindi nga kayo kilala ng bride. Yeah? Let's say the bride has never hung out with you. Hung out with you once at a 75th party, whatever, na hindi kayo nag-usap na mga, kamusta? Ganun lang. If that's the case, save it for the groom's birthday party.
But what if there is joy in the bride's eyes to see
her cousins to see his cousins who she barely knows dance,
because it makes
jokes
the new groom the husband happy.
That's
parang,
true.
Oh, I'm getting to know you more. You like Backstreet Boys palang. Oh, ang cute. Oh.
Okay.
You are such a naysayer. For me, it's if it makes them happy, go ahead.
You know why?
This is why we don't have a second part to our masterclass, because it's like, you know what? We're no masters here.
You know why? Kasi most of the time, yung mga ganyan, it's the cousin who said like, hey, we gotta dance.
Okay.
It's because he likes dancing.
Okay.
And then therefore, he's gonna get 5 other cousins who barely dance and say, tara sayo tayo kasi nakakatawa yun.
Ito na lang yung do ko. Okay. If you are to be roped into doing that, my tip lang, my request is all out dapat.
All out ka.
Hindi yung tumatawa-tawa, parang kakamali-kamali.
Yun naman yung pinag-uusapan ko, sabi eh. Ibang-iba naman if let's say the cousins prepare a video that's really like,
like a performance level.
Yeah, let's say si groom loves Backstreet Boys. So the groom's cousins will practice, will rehearse, and make a really nice video that like copies the moves of Backstreet Boys. Pero kung let's say Backstreet Boys and then they're doing ocho ocho and then doing like all these funny, unrehearsed, sloppy looking, shy looking moves.
Shy looking moves.
Save it na lang for his birthday party nga.
Okay.
Or pag nag-inuman kayo.
O basta make sure wala si Jim sa sa guest list. Basta wala si Jim G. Pero please, isama niyo na rin ako. Sana wala ako. But maybe that's why we're never invited to weddings.
Okay. Okay, well, mapapasok.
Pero mahirap talaga, FYI, I know a lot of people invited to weddings. That's all they do. Maghanap na sila ng mapipintas. For the record, hindi kami ganun
hindi talaga kami ganun As in like, yung mga sorry pero yung mga epal na parang, 1,000 per plate. Ay, buffet. Ay,
yeah, I've been seated next to those.
Walang candle. Ay, For me, hindi kami ganon. What we're gonna talk about is not like that at all. We don't care. Honestly, our golden rule naman always is as long as the bride and groom seem like they are sincerely having fun and excited about marrying each other and spending a lifetime together, okay na yun.
Oo.
Pero, wag nyo naman tipirin yung alak.
Okay, bye. Ano pa next mo? Ano pang next
Okay,
mo?
so well, wala pa nga yun Pero, papasok naman yun dun in my draft of list.
Draft of list?
So, yan. I'm starting to speak gibberish. Anyway, daming gibberish dun sa Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghosts of Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Maraming gibberish?
Yeah.
Baka hindi mo lang naintindihan?
Yeah, not gibberish, sorry.
Racist much? Another language is gibberish. Jeez! Jim!
I mean gibberish kasi walang subtitles yung Mongolian thing. Okay. All right.
Please don't turn that into a snippet and cancel Jim.
Okay. Okay. So the first one is, I think we tackled this in part 1, pero it's very much applicable to everything in life. Dude.
Hindi ko na nga maalala yung part 1 So
yeah.
Walang tayong mauulit
pero
dito.
Pero ito naman, I think main proponent tayo dito Here. Dude, bro, groom, you are not the star. And that pertains to everything. Okay? The prettiest person in the wedding should not be you. It's okay to aim to look nice. I will say.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to look nice. Yeah. I want to look nice. But not to a point na, kailangan ako yung pinakabongga. Diba?
Kabugera.
Yun, parang, I think there should also be a rule na if the bride is wearing makeup, maybe you shouldn't wear makeup.
I don't know.
Should men wear, I'm not against that. Parang, I think it's just a statement. Mali. I digress.
Mm-hmm.
I take it back. Because I think I should start with this one first. Ito yung rule. Be yourself. Yun yung point ko.
Okay.
Kasi
paano kung kabugera ka talaga?
Oh, yun. That's it. Yun yung point ko. So let's say kunwari, you are, let's say Zild Benitez gets married. Or who else is cool? No one else? There's no other cool person?
What do you think? What do you mean? Someone who expresses themselves?
Corey Blaster.
Okay. So I guess 4 of spades, dudes. Okay.
No, Corey. So if they have a wedding and Zild comes in a semi dress, but looks cool and
He's
then therefore
himself.
hindi siya nagiging kabogera. Gets mo?
Because that's how he always is.
Because that's how he is. That's
Oh, someone who's cool actually is a couple that had a really cool wedding for me is the couple from Everywhere We Shoot. Si Garovs tsaka si Ryan. And like Ryan was all in a skirt. And that's just, parang that's really how they are. So it's not labo.
Yeah.
Hindi
siya parang
labo.
hindi siya parang oo bro, ano ako area sales executive ako sa Unilever. Oo bro.
Pero palagay ako ng red
Pero
eyeliner.
bro, for the wedding, meron ba kayong dress for guys?
Oh.
'Di ba? Yun yung malabo.
Also, if you're not Scottish, I guess.
No.
Oh, it's not a dress, it's a kilt.
No. Ako, yun nga, again, let's say...
No.
No, I mean, no. Parang, kaya mo ako for me, if let's say, Sasha...
I know what you're trying to say. It's not about wearing a dress or not. It's about like...
Be yourself.
Don't be frontin'.
Yeah,
don't be frontin'.
Parang
Don't be frontin'.
don't use the wedding as to front. Don't be frontin'.
Don't be frontin'. Sabi nga ni... Was it Pharrell?
Don't finna front.
Jim just found out that finna means gonna.
Oh, so don't finna front.
No, ano sabihin don't gonna front?
No. Oo nga, okay.
I'm not finna front.
I'm not finna front. Okay. Don't finna front. On your wedding day. Kasi do that on Halloween. Diba? Birthday mo. So, yun nga, if let's say you're Sasha Baron Cohen, Borat guy, and in his wedding he wears like a leotard or like or a thong. That's him. You know? That's fine. Again, if you are, let's say if you spend 80% of your time in ano tawag dito? Island? Ano yan?
Ano yun?
Tropical?
Embassy?
Oh, Tropical Embassy. Sa
That
BGC,
club?
Paradise.
Okay.
Tropical Paradise?
But you see, this is where it gets intricate. Kasi parang who are we to say who you are, right? Only you will know.
That's why. I do support that notion. That's why I was going to say na being cool, being creative, of course, is subjective. Pero yun yung advice ko na
Yeah.
it is subjective. So, if ikaw, hindi ka naman talaga nagsusuot ng you don't wear makeup. You don't wear dresses. You don't wear, I'm talking to the groom.
Yeah.
If you don't play guitar, if you don't like, these things on your own, in silence, in the silent moments, you would rather, talk about stocks than talk about putting on makeup. Labo.
I guess the same advice can go for the
bride.
women. Kasi parang I hope you know that there's actually no rule that you have to wear a gown and like I don't think there's an actual, there's no rule.
Really, wala bang church?
Sa church, kailangan nakadress ka? I don't think so. You can wear a pantsuit. Yeah.
I hope so.
Some
I hope
brides
na
have
ganon.
done that. And if the church doesn't allow that, well,
So,
labo.
So, kunwari, okay. Yung point ko dun sa be yourself, don't let what other people say or what other people like or what other people have done dictate what you're gonna do in your wedding. So, an example, we went to a wedding where the groom, most of the time, is like, pare, beer house. He's that type of guy. Yeah, pare, beer house. Pare, suot na ako ng basketball shorts ko. Okay? And all his friends are, tangina mo, baduy mo, corny mo. Ganun yung culture. And in the wedding, he suddenly wears like pink loafers, a bow tie that was like white or something, and it was weird, like pink shoes and then a white bow tie and so therefore kaya kasi it's connected to the bride is the star because it's not something that you are known for or not something that's comfortable for you. It therefore becomes a joke. It becomes the highlight of, grabs people's attention.
And it's not just what he was wearing. He was also very agaw attention talaga.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's not his
particular.
personality. Yun nga yung nakakatawa. For example, this guy is reserved at parties. He's always making fun of people who dance, make fun of people who speak in public. And then biglang, oh, it's my wedding, so I'm gonna be the host. So everyone's like, whoa, like I've never seen this dude do this. And it's not like naman it was some hidden talent he was honing. Ibang-iba naman yun na, by the way, guys, I play the saxophone. And I'd like to play for my wife. Everyone be like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. And he wasn't a very good host either.
That's true. So, and he wasn't a good groom. So anyway, okay. So there, I think just to sort of backtrack naman on all my hate, yung haterade ko about like, wag ka pa cool, don't be ganyan. Again, cool is subjective. And when I say subjective, it's something that you really do have to love. So even for the bride, we've known brides na, oh my God, I want to do a wedding like, yung sobrang mahal. Like, gusto ko ng Kim Ye wedding. Pero, hindi naman ganun yung personality mo. That's not comfortable for you. It's not comfortable for you to spend so much money on useless shit. Diba? Then, don't force it. Kasi, mararamdaman yun eh. And, sayang lang. Sayang if, you are happily married and you're excited about marrying your partner, then, parang, sayang naman you're gonna ruin that moment because that's what other people are doing.
I agree. Yeah.
Do you have any other stories of people who did not parang choose to become themselves?
I remember there. Obviously, they're not our friends, but I remember that this couple was really fixated on planning a wedding that was. Ang main goal lang nila is quirky. Remember that?
Yeah. Oo nga.
And they weren't exactly the quirkiest couple.
Yeah.
And
parang they would make fun nga of quirky stuff. Like they, let's be honest, they're the types na they look at Instagram, and then they say, ang pakul nito, naka-glasses. Diba? Pero parang gusto nila, yung wedding nila, gusto ko naka-glasses ako. Alam mo?
yeah, parang that was the buzzword.
Oh, parang gusto ko ng quirky, but they spend most of their time making fun of quirky people. So that's weird.
Yeah.
So that's strange. And ako, another thing is, let's say, also about the being yourself. Well, I'll move on to my second no. Just make sure na whatever you choose to do, whether it's theme, what you guys wear or whatever, don't try to trend jacket. Okay? So like, I know a couple na usong-uso ang, anong series yun? I think Game of Thrones eh. Parang, so they made a Game of Thrones wedding. But if you ask them, they've barely finished season 2. So parang, dude, that's the one day and that's the beginning of your life together. And then if you look back, bakit natin ginawang Game of Thrones? I always throw this to me. I always have this very, very vivid memory of my sisters, my two very naggy sisters whom I love very much, telling me, Kuy, Jim, don't make your hair, parang don't do a shark spike hair for your grad ball. So why? Parang I feel good. Like I look great. Like this is cool for me. Anong pakialam nyo? True enough. Every time I see those photos, I'm like, fuck. Bakit ko ginawa yun?
But at least you felt great that day.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, you were confident.
And
for
that
your
was
photo.
me naman eh. That was me. Yung time na yun.
Well, baka kung yung couple is really into Game of Thrones for that time. Maybe. Well, siguro it's just something to think about. Okay, maybe let's label this as not like a super no, but maybe let's make this guidelines to think about.
Careful sa trend jacking. Just always have that image of Jim with a shark hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what life would be like not having access to power all day, every day? Well, for a lot of rural communities in the Philippines, they actually don't have consistent access to power. But that's beginning to change now with newer technologies being introduced to solve lasting problems like these, like the country's first hybrid microgrid system that is powered by various sustainable and environmentally conscious technologies like solar panels, wind turbines, and combined heat and power generators.
Powered by Good, the FP Island Energy Corporation, a first Philippine holdings company, has come up with microgrid systems to supply 24/7 electricity and help improve the quality of life in rural communities such as the ones in Caramoan and Kinalasag, Camarines Sur. These are only the first few steps towards a decarbonized and regenerative future for Filipinos with First Philippine Holdings. Visit their website at fphc.com or check out their Facebook page to learn more.
Tattoo choker.
Yes. So think of that before you make a decision na, oh, maybe our wedding should be yellow jackets, diba? Or, oy, let's make our wedding, sino yung anti-vaxxer? Sino tawag dito? Nicki Minaj. Let's make our wedding a Nicki Minaj wedding. Tapos biglang anti-vaxxer pala. Or let's make it a Don Zulueta wedding. Diba? So, I don't know.
Listen to our last episode.
Listen to the last episode. That's still unconfirmed.
Let's keep it a mystery so that you listen to our
DDS
last.
nation. Okay. Yeah, so aside from trend jack, ikaw, ano pa mga nakita mong like, oh no, bakit nag-trend jack?
Wala naman.
Really?
No.
Really?
Once again, I'm barely invited to weddings. I don't see a lot of weddings. And most of the weddings I see are actually nice. Gotta say.
Ako kasi I've been to a bunch of weddings and marami talaga akong comments because not because of budget, not because of it's mostly when they're not acting like themselves. Like kunwari,
Well, ako for me, pwede na okay lang yun eh. Kasi it's their night eh. It's that one night. It's their night. So if
That's
they want to
true.
let loose, maybe they drank a little too much. They're acting a fool, whatever.
that's okay. Okay lang sa akin yun. I'm talking about, hindi ka naman lasing habang nagpaplano for a year eh. Di ba? Parang ang point ko is, and tama ka, this isn't a no-no. I will not scorn you for deciding to decide on making a Nicki Minaj. Sino pa ba yung ganun? Yung biglang an Ansel Elgort wedding. O kung ano, ganun.
Labo, yeah.
Di ba? Parang all...
A Kevin Spacey
Oh,
wedding.
a Kevin Spacey themed wedding. Ganun. So...
Mga did not age well.
did not age well. So, yun, just be careful of that. Yung make sure
something
na...
to think about.
Yeah, more of a guideline. Tama ka. Thank you for calling me out.
No, I'm not calling you out.
Yeah. Another one is... Okay. I guess yung siguro yung naging pet peeve ko is yung and I kind of go back to my first one where let the bride have her thing. Diba?
Do you think you're being too parang hindi ba parang nag-iiba na naman yung times ngayon? What do you think?
I just think na especially ganito. Okay. There are certain cases naman na, let's say, the bride is very soft-spoken and she loves the fact that her boyfriend is outgoing and bombastic.
Sometimes it's also the man who does most of the planning. It's rare, pero that's what happens
and he's the one
sometimes.
who has a more visible, mas visible yung personality niya. Let's say, si girl likes everything, a bit of everything. Pero si guy really loves rock climbing or surfing. And then the wedding will be a surf-themed wedding.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Okay lang yun. Yung sinasabi ko nga is, if none of them like to surf and then it's a surf wedding, dun ako medyo like, weird.
Yeah.
Gets?
Yeah, I get it.
Another circumstance is, bride wants is that's her personality. She's outgoing, loves to be a star, but groom makipagbakbakan. Yun yung ayoko. Yun yung doon lumalabas yung point ko na groom, kung ganyan, hindi, bigay mo sa bride. If the bride wants na I'm the one who wears white. 'Di ba? Groom, don't wear fucking white if she doesn't want.
If she doesn't want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay. Another thing is, how about yung mga SD?
Sa bagay, ibigay mo na sa bride kasi ang dami niyang maririnig sa church na mga hindi masayang marinig, mga wife, be a subordinate housewife, ready to clean and parang it's like bigay mo na sa akin lahat ng gusto ko kasi I have to withstand all of this
And plus pregnancy pressure.
Yeah, that's true. Maraming mga
I think naman in a wedding that's kind of okay.
Is it?
Not as bad
I
as
think people are just more excited.
Yeah, it's kinder. Like parang hey, I'm so excited for your babies. That's so different from, let's say, you're in line at a family reunion getting biko and suman and then biglang kailan ka magkaka-baby? Diba? I mean, that's totally different. On your wedding night, oh my God, you look so happy.
Yeah, and I guess
Can't wait
everyone
to have babies.
everyone knows what's gonna happen on wedding
Yeah,
night.
you guys are gonna fuck.
Woohoo!
Come inside. Anyway.
The church says it's allowed now.
Come away. Oh.
Come away with me.
Okay, another weird thing. I really, kaya I have to say na yung be yourself and what makes you happy is sometimes I'd say, pare, nakuha ako tong bandang to. 300,000 sila. And then parang never really listened to a song. But like it's telling everyone na pare, tutugtog ang cheats.
Hayop.
Nakuha ko sila 15K. Anyway.
May budget.
So let's say, nakuha ko, what band? Let's say, nakuha ko side A, pare. Side A. Whatever. And then, you never listen naman to that band. So parang, wag ka madala sa ganun. Like, uy guys, nakuha ko si ganitong photographer. Pero hindi mo naman pala ganun ka-type yung photos. Kaya ako super love na love ko nung wedding natin. Ikaw, Saab, talagang, first of all, I had no idea what a fucking SDE was.
Neither did I, honey.
I didn't know who our wedding photographer was. Hindi ko alam na may ganun.
Yeah.
So, pero I really like na when you approached me, I never heard you say, mostly because you didn't know, parang, this guy did everything. Or this guy's the it was all like, hey, look at this. Tingnan mo itong mga videos na to. Ginawa ni X. So, okay, cool. Ganda na tong video na to ah. He can do that for us. Astig.
Yeah.
O, tingnan mo to, Jim, ginawa niya tong flowers na to.
Yeah.
Those flowers look nice. Oh, let's get him. So wag kayong ma-pressure na si ganito, ganyan. Kasi parang at the end of the day, it's your taste naman eh.
Yeah, and honestly, at our wedding, we didn't get like the top tier, whatever, pinakasikat. We got people na recommended by some people.
And maganda yung portfolio.
Yeah,
As
maganda
simple
yung
as that.
portfolio. Kasi when you believe, ito na lang yung advice ko, na when you're marrying someone and you believe in your love so much, I mean, that's what's gonna make the SDEs. That's what's gonna make the actual wedding, diba? It's the love. And if it's not there and it's all like for show na, tas ang dami niyo pang ginastos na unnecessary, if I may add, it's not gonna be as fun to look back on.
Also, as part of another, to pangdagdag dun sa retraction ko about cousins, let's say the cousins, they prepare your SDE. They shoot it, They dance in it. Pero yun nga, because nga, you guys are so happy together, may chemistry naman kayo, and your cousins are somehow involved in your love life, then it'll work.
Yeah. But just make sure that they document it well, ha? Hindi yung nakakalimutang mag-record.
Okay, ito. What makes you guys happy should make everyone happy. So that is a guiding principle on who you invite. Because I think kanina pa namin yung sinasabi na parang hala, mag-buffet ba tayo or mag-ganito? Kunin ba natin tong bandang to o ito? Kami ni Saab, okay? Personally, I always told her like, I want, after the chorva,
Yeah.
we're gonna, gusto kong mag-line dancing. Because I grew up on 60s and 70s. I grew up on the 60s. I love Motown. And
Oh my God, how old are you?
And I love 70s disco. Okay? Sabi ko, pwede ba ganun? And I know that Saab enjoys that. Pero sabi ni Saab, gusto ko rin naman may hip-hop. Okay. So, we both knew na we were gonna alienate some people. Saab knew na, okay, when it's hip-hop, the titos and titas pass. Ako, I'm a tito forever.
Well, we got the perfect DJs for that.
Yeah, we got the Jegos, and then they did a combined set.
Super. It's exactly what we love.
Yeah, and the thing is though, it does more as opposed to the execution. It's more of we trusted na parang, well, kung hindi nila trip, wag sila pumunta. Then they don't know us. Then why would I care if what they think? So
kung ayaw nila ng mga cousins dancing video, huwag mo na-invite yan.
oh,
Tapos ka na ba?
hindi pa.
Okay, sige.
Why?
Wala, may mga stuffer na akong sabihin.
May additional ka.
I mean, I'm
sige.
gonna end with like good notes.
Okay. Wait, do we need to end ma?
No.
Okay. Okay, what else?
I thought you were done with the list eh. Nakikita ko.
Yung what makes you guys happy. So kunwari, if you guys love McDo, okay? If you love McDo and you feel like, oh, I don't want anything fancy, our love was then parang there's a way to cater naman to your guests without compromising your personal values and your characters and your styles. So kami, kunwari, it was like a very formal room. It was stiff. And nakakatawa because Saab and I are not stiff and we're not like, we don't like the spotlight. We hate the spotlight.
Yeah.
And literally puro spotlight yung ballroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we said, okay, how can we make this a bit more fun? So we had the bar. The bar was called Bar Binks. Hey, was that?
Yeah.
Really? Or something like that. So we had a bar na patawa. Tapos we had, lightsabers. We had a band. When we decided na, Cheats has to play.
Yeah.
We said, kailangan slow dance or ang tinugtog namin, accidents.
Yeah.
And then nag-rock out kami. So parang, for me, like, it's okay to of course, people spent money and their time to go to your wedding and you want to appease them. But what I'm trying to say is that there's a way na you can balance it out naman. So let's say if they want to go to you really are beach people. Okay? So it's a beach wedding. But they went there naka-suits. You say suit and tie pa rin. Kunwari, in the beach. Then make a little changes like, let's not do it tanghaling tapat. Or let's put little cute electric fans or whatever, or something like that. So there's a way naman to infuse your personality kahit na the venue or the setting is different.
I think from what I remember, I was thinking of our guests' comfort a lot when I was planning the wedding because nga I knew it was a very long trip to take. We got married in Baguio. And so parang, and happiness ko rin yun eh. Diba? Na comfy yung mga tao. That's why after the church, do you know that I provided like
Slippers.
that they could bring home,
Yeah.
and that they could change into when they're done with their heels.
Oh,
And-
they were just required to mail it back to us.
Oh, parang tas make sure it's in pristine condition.
Oo.
Joke lang.
Kung wala, babayaran nila. Transfer.
Send
Gcash.
daw ng QR code. Charot. Hindi. Slippers and anong tawag doon?
Shawls.
Shawls. Na I got one of my friends helped me get the shawls. It's not like branded or anything. It's really like, oh, hanap ka ng shawls. It's not about the magkano yan, whatever. Kasi I remember there was a lot of pressure. Not a lot, but there was someone put it in our heads na parang pag sit down dinner, mas bongga, parang mas ang tawag doon, mas upscale kesa buffet. And then parang ako, well, yeah, I guess it is more comfortable to not stand up anymore. But sabi ko, di na, no? Ang laki ng difference ng babayaran. Tsaka, bakit? Parang, magkakaibigan naman tayong lahat eh. Pwede naman tayong buffet. At saka wala pa naman COVID nun.
And to your point, Sabi, there's a big difference naman of catering to your, I think that's a perfect example. Catering to your guests, pero tingnan mo, ano yung binigay na tsinelas ni Saab? Havaianas. Which is like, fit pa rin sa personality mo. So hindi ka naman sobrang, oh no, I have to please them so much. I'm gonna spend so much money and buy them like, ano ba, hindi ko alam. LV slippers or whatever. Diba? And ako,
And to be honest, I didn't pay for that because I still had a deal with Havaianas or something. I did, hindi talaga ako, I'm really a frugal person, okay? No.
Tapos, no, actually, in fairness
And
sa'yo,
wait lang. Just to, about the balance thing. Ang ginawa nating balance is sit down yung sponsors natin and our parents. So they didn't have to line up for the buffet.
Yeah.
Because thank you so much for coming here and being our ninongs ninangs. So sila, dinalan sila ng food. But everyone else, it's like, get in line, get your own food. So I thought that was a good balance.
yeah.
Pwede palang ganun eh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pero yung another thing is when you say na kunwari ako, my concern, alam mo naman ako, and because we grew up with na parang special events require like not require it better celebrated if there are good drinks. Naalala mo, yun yung pinaka that was I was very particular about that na parang if they're gonna go here, then let's make sure na maganda yung drinks, they have enough.
Yeah, I remember when we did the wine tasting.
Yeah, so again, compromise na kumari, I wanted gusto ko may beer. No matter what happens, like gusto ko may beer. So nagkakipero kami ng beer. Alam mo yan? Pero I still, sige, balansehan natin na hanap tayo ng whiskey, ganyan, and all these things. So that we can make them happy, but at the same time, whatever's still comfortable for me. Like, hindi ako magpapaka, kailangan blue label per table. Parang, who cares? Diba? Ako, bili na lang ako ng isang blue label, tapos bili ako ng sobrang daming black label, tapos lalagay ko na lang, itutubig ko na lang yung blue label dun sa mga bote na yun.
Wow.
Wala naman makakapansin nun eh.
Or what's fun to do is maybe get that one that you want to splurge on, and then ikaw yung mag-pass around at the end of the night. That's fun. Like,
pero I have been to weddings na parang it felt like a zombie apocalypse na because there was literally one good bottle of alcohol. And he was the one the groom was making everyone take shots. Pero every other table had nothing.
So
Zero.
Naging line dancing.
Parang please, kami naman!
Totoo?
Yeah!
Laugh trip.
Okay. Another thing about alcohol. Here's a tip. I'm not kidding. This is the best way to do it. If you're on a budget, no joke, gumawa ka ng sarili niyong drink. And then name it.
Paano yun?
Hindi, parang make multiple bowls of punch. And then name it. And it's gonna be, I promise, it's gonna be something na people are gonna, kasi pag ganun, buy the cheapest bottles of alcohol. And then, kunwari, if you want, biligay nyo ng fresh dalandan and talagang totoong fruits and then call it the fruity, kunwari, let's say, Jack and Jill, di ba? Jackil.
Ah?
Ay, parang Jackil Sponge.
Jacques. Great
And
name.
then, or basta ang point ko is, it's a good tip na parang if you wanna make your guests happy, pero syempre, you're on a budget, you wanna be comfortable with the celebration, pero gusto mo naman talaga na medyo fun times. Ako, that's a good move.
That's a good move. And then what you spend on is a good bartender.
Yes, that or ang ganda ko, bili pa kayo ng mga parang let's say, bili kayo ng mga Gaviscon at mga Saridon and all by Jessic. Tapos lagay nyo doon, parang ganitong kalakas tong drink na to. Parang ganon, prepare. Sa joke. Diba? Yun ang quirky.
Hayop.
Hayop.
Hashtag quirky. Hashtag quirky couple.
Hashtag Jim and Saab are the quirkiest couple.
Yuck!
Okay. My last one is don't force ceremonies. So if you don't like, honestly, like when the whole wedding thing was happening yung sa atin, like ako, ano ba to?
I had no idea what was going on. I was just going down the program kasi parang
Hindi ko alam bakit may kailangan may games, mga ganun.
because that's tradition.
Ayun. Sana, di ba, if we were to do it again, like we would have taken that out.
Fun naman yung games eh.
Well,
I think it involves the crowd.
ito pala, sabi. What do you think are the rules about people giving speeches?
A time limit maybe.
That's okay, yeah. Be selective. For me, I made a mistake na sa wedding natin I didn't have my sisters talk because that wasn't the fucking rules. That wasn't the rules. You know, like it's only the maid of honor, the best man.
Truthfully, wala namang rules talaga eh.
Kala ko nga meron eh.
Ako rin eh. And
So-
I totally forgot. Ito pa,
And
I forgot to tell my mom that she had to give a speech. So bless her, she had no idea she was. That was my bad. I'm so sorry,
I
Mom.
cannot believe you did that.
Jim, FYI, I did everything else okay.
Pero yun, I mean, like my ate and Chelo like are the best speech givers.
Yeah.
And I just really wish na
We missed out.
Yeah. So because nga we were so stuck in our ganito dapat.
Well, at least si Cello hosted and she was a wonderful host.
Yeah, pero I would have wanted them to give a speech.
Hingi na lang tayo ng speech sa akin.
Hingi na ako speech sa,
Kasi patutog natin sa podcast.
sa 40th birthday ko. Okay, ikaw.
No, I think mine is for part 3. Ayun.
Ayok. See you in 2024.
Pang part 3 yung sa akin. Sa akin yung planning a wedding, here's where to start. Hope you enjoyed this rant fest where we just went like, ganito. Ay, hindi. Pero hindi naman. Pero
Hindi
okay
naman.
lang.
Oo
Hindi,
naman.
ito.
Pwede
ganito.
naman.
Pero
Pwede
wag ganito.
naman.
Pero wag ganun. Pero okay lang naman. Tanginang, ano ba to? Alam mo yung medyo okay naman. Pero hindi. Pero wag.
Ako
What if ganito?
I would like to say na any pod kid who gets married because of us and the pod,
Meron nang na-engage. Ano ka ba?
kaya we will attend that wedding if wala ng COVID. And we will, and then I would
Bigyan ka
love
namin
it.
ng cheats album na gamit na. Like I said, I'm frugal.
Sabi, last.
Bigyan kita ng gamit na Havaiana.
This is speeches. Ano yung tingin mong, how do you stop? Kasi may mga wedding, yung most common fuck up sa wedding is, and you know na, oh no, this doesn't look good.
Yeah.
When the parents of the bride or the groom are crying uncontrollably and like they express dismay. Kasi there have been weddings na ano yung sinabi nung
I witnessed one.
you witness. Ako, I had one na parang
She wasn't crying. Ikaw muna. Baka we're talking about the same.
yung akin, she was as in yung ito sa walking down the aisle pa lang. Kasi it was the type of she got pregnant. They didn't want to get married. They got married. So while they were walking down the aisle, the parents and the bride were like marching towards death.
My gosh, I was a
Ganun.
junior bridesmaid at a wedding like that. Ganun rin. Got pregnant, then forced to get married, and they were both just crying the whole ceremony. The bride and groom. Super kawawa.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sino?
You don't know them. But anyway, ako ang naalala ko is the mom, I'm not gonna say of which one, but the mom was, it started out as parang, oh, okay, haha, nervous laughter. And then she said parang, kasi I'm telling you, kung anuhin mo yung anak ko, papatayin kita. And then everyone was just like, whoa! And then she wasn't laughing, and it was just like,
That's okay. For me, that was fine.
no, that's like, well, I guess, but I just felt like the whole room felt, what?
Hindi, ako okay lang yun.
Wala kasing bawi eh. Kaya naano ako, parang,
Hindi, pero
shit,
ganun kasi
like,
naman yung personality.
bawa naman yung groom.
Pero there are times kasi like mga, I told her not to marry you.
Grabe naman.
May mga ganun. Sabi. Okay, so before we end, we'd like to invite all the pod kids listening to this. Please share your wedding horror stories. Tag us at Wake Up with Jim and Saab on Instagram. And yeah, we'll get ready for part 3.
I have a wedding horror story. Finding my dress beside the urinal.
Sinabi mo rin sa part 1.
Ganun ba?
Paano
Okay.
ulit nangyari yun?
I changed into my reception dress, and then I was told that they would put it in our room, and then I found it in the freaking bathroom that was supposedly locked, but it wasn't. So people were peeing right beside my dress. The dress was in a box, but still, it was an open box.
Ako, just to end on a good note, ang parang planning our wedding was a year. We fought, daming hanash. The event, dami nangyari. It was great. It was fun. Pero still, the greatest moments and the ones very, very clear in my memory pa rin is you and me ordering begging room service for a burger.
Because they were closed.
And then them delivering and us being so happy and eating cheeseburgers and just talking about what happened.
Yeah.
So ako in essence, it really doesn't matter how your wedding goes. Just make sure na may enjoy mo kahit ganong ka-flop o ganong kasaya with the partner you've chosen.
And try not to get blackout drunk because you're gonna want to remember it.
Yeah, kami hindi nga kami nalasing.
I think we were up the earliest.
We were the most sober in our wedding.
Fun times.
So yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.